Hi friends, you are welcome to today's tutorial. Thank you so much for joining in today's class. If today is your first time of joining this channel, Infinity's Gallery, please just take out time and hit on that subscribe button, okay? Also turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload. So today we have this fabric. It's a crepe fabric, okay? So we'll be using this crepe fabric to work on this style, just a simple kaftan style. The neck, we're not going to make use of this collar neck here, but we're going to use a V in the one I'll be cutting right now. It has a slit by the side, just a simple rundown, okay? And it's fitted, kind of fitted. And also the sleeve, we're going to cut the sleeve as well. So let's sit back and relax, okay, while I arrange the fabric. So here with me I have it's a crepe fabric. By length is 60 inches, okay? So the width is 2.5 inches. So now what we're going to do now is to fold in the fabric, okay? This is for the front. It's going to have a V shape neckline, that's all, and the armhole will be a little bit deeper, will be deeper than the back armhole curve. So right now I'm going to fold this fabric like so. So here we have from this side, which is the length is 60, okay? That is the direction I'm going to fold it. So for the folding, to determine the folding, I use the highest body measurement, which is the hip measurement, which is 42 inches, okay? The circumference. So divided by 4, I had 10.5. So I added 2 extra inches, okay, for seam allowance. Half inch will be just for ease, while 1.5 will be for seam allowance. So I went ahead and folded my fabric into two. I will cut the front first, after which I will use it to cut the back. The back is going to have a zipper at the back, okay? There is going to be a zip at the back. So I'm going to cut the front now. So what we have here, 10.5, 42 divided by 4, we have 10.5. I added extra 2 inches like I said before. So we have at least some inches left, okay? So what I'm going to do now is to draw it out to a straight line, like so. This will serve as our straight line, or our starting line. Serve as our starting line. So from this starting line, the full length of the gown is 59 inches, okay? It's a stretchy material. It's kind of stretchy. So the full length I have is 59 inches. I have 59 inches plus. I'll go ahead and add 1 extra inch. That is altogether, what is there is 60 inches. 59 inches is for the full length, and 1 inch is for folding, okay? So now from this starting line, I'll mark down my vertical measurements. From the shoulder to the waist, half length is 16 inches. So 16 inches like so. See, from the shoulder to my hip is 25 inches, okay? So to my hip is 25 inches. So what next I'm going to do is to measure out my shoulder measurement. The shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2. For the shoulder, I have 8 inches. Okay, I'm not going to add half inch for joining to the sleeve because it's a kind of stretchy material. It's a crepe material. So I came down just 1 inch for my shoulder drop. So what I will do next is so I've taken down my shoulder measurement 8 inches. I came down 1 inch for my shoulder drop. So what I will do next is to measure out my neckline, which is neck width is 3.5 inches. Okay, neck width 3.5 inches. Remember, we are cutting the front bodies. Why the depth is I'm going to make use of 7 inches for the neck depth. 7 inches. Okay, so I'm going to draw a straight line like so. I'll make it a straight line. So from here we are going to mark the V shape. That is a V neckline. That's what you are working on. So I'll take it down like so, in a straight line. It's a stretchy material, so we're going to cut through like so. And also the shoulder drop or shoulder slant, I'll connect it to the neck width. So I'll connect it like so to the neck width. So I've taken down, I've curved our neckline like so, 1 inch. So for the armhole curve, I'm going to straighten it up like so. Okay, the back armhole is not curvy. Okay, it won't come in 0.5 inch. I hope we are seeing this because of the nature of I'm using a red chalk. So I'll take it down all the way to meet. This is where we came down 8 inches. So I'll straighten it up like so. I'll take it up. I'll connect it all the way straight. So it's going to be just a normal armhole curve. Okay, just on that line. So that is the only difference. So what I'm going to do now is to cut it. I'm going to cut our back, the back bodies right now. So remember the back, we said the neck will be a normal small round neck. Okay, so this is that point, this point. Okay, I'm going to take down the shoulder slant. And remember our straight armhole curve for the back. I'm going to cut it. That's it. Have you seen the difference? This is the front, while this is the back. The front is deeper. Okay, there's a space here. That is 0.5 inch difference for the armhole. Okay, so I'm going to cut it all the way up. Remember, we mapped out 1 inch for the zip, so I'm going to cut it right now. So right now, our front and the back bodies has been cut. So what I'm going to do now is to notch the hip. Okay, it's marked already. I'm going to notch it, give it a notch at the hip area. Like so, I'll notch it like so at the hip area. So I've gone ahead and gave it a notch at the hip area. So what else I'm going to do is to slit the zip area, the zip allowance. So what I'm going to do now is to use this bias strip, okay, to turn it at the neck area, like so. I'll just take it down on the right side of the fabric, okay, and it will be faced like this. I'll open it up, look at the shape. So on this first line, okay, I'll first stitch in. I'll fold it like this. I'll stitch on it, okay. I will stitch. Once I reach at this V point, I'll hold it down and also stitch to the other side, okay. Then after that, I'm going to turn it to the wrong side like so and stitch it. I'm going to use a black thread on this, okay. I don't want it to be so shouty. So also on the back, I'll do the same using the strip, okay. Remember, I've slitted it, so I'm going to use the bias strip on the right side, also on the right side, I'll flip it to the wrong side and now stitch on it. So I'm going to do this and show us, okay? Now I've gone ahead and joined the our bias strip like so, and also stitch the back bodies, okay? The zip air allowance, I've closed the zip allowance. I'm going to fit zip on it. But first of all, what I want to do now is to close in the shoulder area like so. So I'll go right there and use pin and hold it down with a pin. So I'm going to stitch here using 1/2 inch, okay? I'll also do the same on the other side of the shoulder, like so. So I'm going to close using 1/2 inch, okay? Then now close the sides, okay? I'll close the side using the actual body measurement. That's the bust, the waist, then the hip. And I'll take it all the way down. And also, at the lower part is going to have a slit by the two sides. By the two sides, going to have a slit. So I'm going to take the measurement right now, okay? The bust is 38 inches. Sorry, 36 inches, okay? So the bust is 36 inches. 36 divided by 4, we have 9 inches. So, but for this, because it's folded into two, the front bodies and the back bodies, so we're going to divide it into two. So 36 divided by 8 by 2, rather, 36 divided by 2, we have 18 inches. So I'll mark 18 here, like so. 18 inches. I'll divide the remaining or the leftover into two, and I'll place it on each side. So what we have here is 3 inches. So that means 1.5 on this side and 1.5 on the other side. So I'll go right there, mark 1.5, okay, on this side, and 1.5 on the other side. So 1.5 on each side. That's what I'm going to take right now. 1.5 on both sides, okay? So now that's for the bust. Then the waist is 32 inches divided into 2. What we have there is 16 inches, okay? So I also mark 16 inches like so for the waist, 16 inches. Then I'll check the leftover at this point. What we have there is 4.5. I'll go right and divide 4.5 into 2 and place one side what I will divide, okay, my result on this side, and also the same result on the other side. So what I have here is 2 1/4, okay? So I'll mark 2 1/4. I'll trace it to meet what the measurement I got at the chest area. So I also do the same 2 1/4 on the other side like so, okay? And I also place it what I have on the, I'll connect it to meet the chest area like so. You know, it's a crepe fabric, it's stretch, kind of stretchy. So that's for the waist. Now for the hip, okay? Remember we notched the hip, look at the notch point. So I'll place the hip, which is 42 inches. 42 divided by 2, what we have there is 21. So I'll place 21 like so, 21 inches. And I'll now check the, what I have is 4. 4 into 2, we have 2. So I'll mark 2 here. I'll connect it right so to meet the waist, okay? I also place 2 on the other side of my hip, like so. And I also connect it all the way to the waist. I'll connect it all the way to the waist. What I will do now is, the measurement I got at the hip area, I will take it all the way down, okay? Remember, it's a kaftan gown, okay? So I'm going to take it all the way down to the hem of the gown. So like I was saying before, so I took it all the way down to the hem of the gown, just in a straight form. And remember what I said earlier, that from the hem of the gown, I'm going to come up 18 inches, okay? That's for my slit. So I came up 18 inches like so. This is where I'll stop stitching. As I'm stitching on this side of the actual measurement, I will stop right there at the slit area. Also from the hem of the gown, the other side, I will mark 18 inches. It must have to be equal, okay? It must have to be equal. 18 inches on both sides. So I'm going to do this now. I'm going to join it and show us how to cut the sleeve, okay? Just a simple sleeve. I'll do this and show us how to cut the sleeve. So now for the sleeve, I've gone ahead and folded my fabric into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that means I'm cutting 2 sleeves at the same time. So what I will do now is to take out the starting point. This will serve as our starting point or the shoulder line. Okay. So this is our shoulder line. The full length is a turn-up sleeve. Okay. At the lower arm, I'm going to add a fabric that is going to flip. Okay. Going to be at the folding at the lower arm. So that's a turn-up sleeve. So what I'm going to do now, the full length of my sleeve is 9 inches. 9 inches. Okay, I'll mark 9 like so. 9 inches. Okay, so for my shoulder, my cap sleeve, for the cap sleeve is 4 inches. So at this line, I'm going to take the round sleeve measurement, which is 8.5. That is 17 divided by 2. We have 8.5. So I'll mark 8.5 like so. I also add 1 inch for allowance, okay, seam allowance. So starting from this point, the close edge, I'm going to give it an armhole shape, okay, like so. I'm going to give it an armhole shape, okay. So let me confirm what I have here. Is it up to 8.5 or so? You see what I have here, up to 8.5 plus 1 inch, okay. So I'm going to cut it this way. Now it's a stretchy fabric. No need of adding allowance to it because it's kind of stretchy. So at this point, the lower arm, what I'm going to do, the round sleeve measurement is 12 inches. 12 into 2, we have 6. So I'm going to add just 1 inch as well for the seam allowance. So I'm going to connect it all the way to this point. So like so, I connected it all the way to this point. After cutting this, what else I will do now is to cut a band, okay, a band that I will use to flip at this lower hem. So I'm going to cut this right now so that we can see. So now I'm done with the cutting. So what I'm going to do now is to notch at the shoulder point, okay. So remember I said earlier that our full length 9 inches. So I'll use ½ inch to join to the armhole like so, and also ½ inch to join it to our band, okay. So that means after everything, what will be left out here is 8 inches. So like so. So I'll go ahead and turn it. I went ahead and have cut out a band, okay, of the same length. What I did was I measured the full length of our sleeve. We have 15 1/4, but I went ahead and cut a band of 15.5. It's better excess than to be in a shortage of the fabric, okay. So what I will do now is to, how I'm going to stitch, I'll flip it to the wrong side. Okay, this is just kind of stretchy. You can put your interfacing on it, maybe pepper stay, but for this tutorial I wouldn't want to include a pepper stay. So what I will do now is I flip it to the wrong side. Okay, I mean the basic sleeves. Then the band, I'll go right down, stitch on it. After that, I'll turn it to the right side. It will flip in this way. After stitching at the wrong side, flip in this way. Okay, it will be in this form. Okay, after stitching it. So what I will do at this edge, I'm going to top stitch. Okay, after which I will tack it using a needle and thread. You can as well use sewing machine. Just give it a little stitch at the center, a little stitch at this edge, and also at this edge. Okay, it will be in this form. So I'm going to, after doing this on the both sleeve, I'll attach it on the, right there on our armhole, on the sleeve. I'll attach the sleeve. Okay, right there on the armhole. So I'm going to do this and show us the final look of this kaftan gown with slit by the side. So if you have watched to this end, thank you so much, okay, for all your support and love. Just hit on that subscribe button if you are here to do so. Okay, give this video a thumbs up. Okay, it's part of encouragement. Yes, and share the video to your friends and well wishers. Place a comment, I will answer you anytime. Okay, thank you so much. It's bye for now till we meet in my next tutorial.